around the league.
Break it down.
Atlanta over Detroit 23-16. Denver winning in overtime against Miami, coming back from being down 15-0. Tim Tebow and the gang to win in overtime 18-15.
Now,
Houston. Okay,
that.
well,
Yes.
before we get to that, Houston kills Tennessee 41-7. Chicago over Tampa Bay 24-18. Cleveland over Seattle. Here's a nice score for you, 6-3.
Might I add that Chicago and Tampa Bay both were in England at that time as well.
That is true. New York Jets beating the Chargers 27-21.
Man, I knew that was coming.
The Carolina beating Washington 33-20. Pittsburgh over Arizona 32-20. Kansas City, as we had talked about earlier, shutting down Oakland 28-0. Dallas beating down St. Louis 34-7. Green Bay winning against Minnesota 33-27. New Orleans, we're going to talk about the New Orleans Saints though a little bit, setting a team record. Setting a team record 62 points by killing the Colts 62-7. And of course, we had the Monday Night Football game, Jacksonville over Baltimore, 12-7. So let's talk about some of the games though. The New Orleans Saints, how about 62 points?
They're coming back. They're starting to show that Super Bowl pride.
Drew Brees 31 of 35, 325 and 5 touchdowns.
Daniel,
I have to say, Drew Brees is an phenomenal quarterback to able to throw that many touchdowns, but you can't just give him the credit. You also have to give it to his receiving core.
oh yeah, definitely, and you have to also give it to the fact that the offensive linemen are really doing their job. Matter of fact, if I'm thinking this right, if I remember reading this right, Drew Brees is actually a couple of more throws away for actually outbeating Tom Brady for this year. So right there's competition right there. And do I hope Drew Brees does it? Yes, I do, with a big and happy, compassionate moment. But
Even though you hate the Saints.
yes, but I hate Brady worse.
Well, I don't know about that, but Cam Newton's actually up there for debate too. So you
yeah, Newton's up there too. But
I know
Cam Newton, Rookie of the Year, with all those yards.
Oh, yes.
Offensive rookie. Of the
Offensive.
year.
all right, let's
rookie.
bring another rookie in here. How about Tim Tebow coming out there?
He's not a rookie.
He's not a rookie.
Technically, he is a rookie. Why? Because what happened last year?
He is not a rookie.
Did he get
No.
to play his rookie year?
How many players actually play their rookie year?
So this is technically his sophomore year.
Exactly.
Yes.
But still, I consider it his rookie year because he's actually, he was in the shadow, and now he's actually coming out into the limelight and actually getting a chance to perform and show that he can lead Denver, to a victory.
How about the Dallas Cowboys rookie running back DeMarcus Murray, 253 and a TD against the Rams.
I know I was just like,
That's
wow.
that's another record. Even Emmitt Smith couldn't pull that record.
No,
on
he
253 yards, especially coming from a rookie like him. That's just pretty impressive stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
it was
is.
crazy. But another thing I was really surprised about when I actually got to watch it a little bit online was the Chicago-Tampa Bay. I couldn't believe they crossed the channel and Chicago actually did really excellent on a soccer field, not a football field. But actually, it's a football field, but it's a soccer field. No, but it's a football field. It's all mixed up.
Yeah, you got me confused there.
Well,
because
think about it. In London, football is soccer and soccer is football.
Yeah, we don't need
we don't
knowledge
need-
on this show.
Yeah, we don't need any more brain busters as it is, anyways.
It's true, though.
Exactly.
No.
Of course, Ira Ford hosts the Gamer 7
So
shows in the
technically,
building.
they were playing football on the football field, but it just wasn't the right kind of football field to play football field.
Yeah, they're kicking it with their feet instead of their hands, so it's football.
Yeah, but now it's an oxymoron because they actually played American football out there and went out and caught it with their hands and kicked it with their feet.